Today's program is sponsored by The Anthony Vincent Salon. Say hello to beautiful.
You're listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not. Get into the loop with us. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise, and we're your radio gateway to what's trending with beauty, fashion, health, wellness, and sex.
Mostly sex.
Learn and laugh with us anytime, any place. Go right to our website, anthonyvincentsalon.com. Click away and listen today.
Oh, do we have...
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did?
You just forgot to say you'll be glad you did. Oh, no, you didn't.
I did that intentionally to see if the listeners noticed.
Okay, well, I noticed and I listened.
That's right. You don't miss a thing.
Okay, so you'll be glad you did.
You'll be glad you did. Oh, have we got a good show?
Oh.
We're going to be talking about something very, very important today.
And that is?
A little bit later on. Mood foods.
Mood food. Well, you know what?
Foods that you need.
Enhance your mood?
That put you in a mood and get you out of certain moods.
Oh, good. Well, I'm in a really, really, really crappy mood. So what you got for me?
You fooled me. All righty. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But first, have you ever taken a sexcation?
A sexication?
Sexcation.
Sexcation. Actually, yeah.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
No.
Come on. The vernacular you can tell us.
Okay. Basically, in my mind, what a sexcation is a vacation for sex. Oh, no. And I just saved by the bell.
All righty. Well.
See, that means I'm done. I was just belled out. Yeah, they just said,
perfect.
They said, Elise, nothing. Stop. They know me. They know me here.
Well, you know, you're ahead of the curve because research has shown that couples report having a lot more sex and better sex while they're on vacation than they do in their everyday lives.
I know that. But, you know, that really depends on the couple or it depends on the person. I mean, some people just have really good sex all the time and some people not so much. But it depends on what you consider good sex. Wow. And that's really personal to each person.
I just came back from a 5-week vacation. In sunny Puerto Rico.
Is there something that you'd like to share with us about that?
Yes, 85 and sunny every day.
Beautiful, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
back to the sexcation.
Yes. A relationship road trip, it's kind of like a mini marriage. So this is if you're not married or if you're dating.
Okay, it's only for those people?
Well, I guess it's for anyone who has sex or doesn't have enough sex. Take a sexcation.
I see.
You know, I think going away with somebody and spending time with them, getting, emotionally intimate, which will help.
See, that's
intimacy.
Key with absolutely everything. It's the emotion. Emotional input, like you just were talking about. Your emotions, that's really where it's all at. It goes right to your brain. It goes right to your heart. That's what creates everything fabulous. I mean, let's face it. Anybody can just have sex. But sex with a little bit of emotion there makes everything so much better. Just my opinion.
Yeah, the emotions can help or hinder relationships, now, depending how explosive they are.
That is true. And it depends on whether whether it's explosive in a good way or a not so good way.
You mean like just like not thinking of what you're going to say before you say it, just running into like a bull in a china cabinet, kind of like that.
Sometimes that could hinder something if you're not thinking before you speak. Yes.
I definitely agree with that.
Yes, sometimes that could. And sometimes you just can't help yourself.
That's what I say.
And things just come out of your mouth. They just fly right out. And you just hope that whoever you're with, the person just loves you enough to be accepting of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's really always the key. You really have to love somebody to put up with that kind of craziness.
Yeah, and sometimes you just can't help it. Sometimes there are all kinds of things going on in your life, and you don't know how to handle so much at once that it all just blows up.
Yeah, it's kind of like it. This kind of stuff reveals what you really know about the other person.
Yeah.
In the relationship. I mean, if it's like, could you spend the night in a car, and could he or she deal with that?
Could you spend the night in a car with the other person?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on who you're with. I know somebody I could absolutely spend an entire night in a car with. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It depends on who you're with and what your relationship is, I would think. I could spend, I don't know, a decade or two, in a hole somewhere with if I'm with the right person.
With the right person, that's right.
Yeah.
Because if your partner can, spend just a beautiful time, on the bay, watching the sunsets and drinking champagne and conch on the beach, and being in a 5-star hotel, or
you can be in a little cabin somewhere.
A little cabin in the woods with no running water and an outhouse.
Yeah, it depends on who you're with, and that's the thing. The key is,
can your partner take the success and failures in stride? Can they accept both of them? And can they be happy with both of them?
The key is to surround yourself with people that not only enhance your life, but also can emotionally withstand the ups and downs together. And if you can find people to do that, that's amazing. And you guys just, you just do whatever it is together, whether it's good or whether it's bad, because, opposites are always there. With the good comes the bad. With the happy, there's always sad. And it's unfortunate, but that's the truth. So you just have to look at, even it's like when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. You know how we always say that?
Yes.
So that no matter what, there's always going to be ups and downs, because what goes up must come down. We know that. And, there's always an inside and an outside. There's always an opposite. So if you can
there's a top, there's got to be a bottom.
Always. Yeah. No matter where it is, it's always there. So you just have to take everything in stride and smile a lot and just know that.
And anybody can deal with the good fun times.
Yeah, but it's the other stuff.
Well, it's the other stuff is where a person's
and that's
true
where
character.
You find out, exactly. It's all about character. That's where you find out who you're really with. Who you're really with. Who am I with? You have to know who you're with. Isn't that what they said in what was it, Scarface? You didn't know who you were with?
Yeah.
Something like that, wasn't it?
I thought it was say hello to my little friend.
Yeah. No, you have to know who you're with.
Need a salon that's about the whole you? Precision haircuts, flawless makeup, impeccable nails, top-rated professional hair products. Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a hairstylist who has his finger on the pulse of all the latest trends? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a dependable salon with over 35 years in the industry? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for New York City and internationally trained stylists that will create the perfect look for you? Anthony Vincent Salon. Shine brightly while walking down the aisle. Anthony Vincent Salon. For longer, thicker, beautiful hair extensions, Anthony Vincent Salon. Incredible makeup applications for weddings, proms, or any special occasions. Anthony Vincent Salon. Have dry, brittle summer hair? Get a hot shot. Anthony Vincent Salon. Before you put a ring on it, manicure it. Anthony Vincent Salon. Your image is their specialty. For the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Anthony Vincent Salon. For a more beautiful you, call now 609-448-2212 and follow them on Twitter.
I have been reading some articles about this, about a crazy disease out there that just seems to be more and more prevalent. Alzheimer's.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What a horrible.
It is absolutely horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Isn't it? I don't actually know the difference between that and dementia. But aren't they both?
Well, they're definitely related.
Yeah, and they both, you lose your memory with both.
Yeah, I think dementia is you see things and
oh my gosh,
that aren't there.
Yeah, but you also lose your memory too.
Oh yeah.
My grandmother had dementia, and my mother was actually sitting right in front of her, and she looked right at me, plain as day, and she said to me, "Why isn't my daughter coming to visit me?" And I looked at her, and I was really actually like very confused. It was in the, beginning stages. And my mother said to her, "Ma, I'm sitting right here." And my grandmother was actually scared because she didn't know who the person was sitting next to her.
Yeah.
And it was her daughter, and that's freaky.
That's very common.
Yeah.
And they'll remember things from 40 years ago.
Oh, my God. Exactly. You ask her who the president is, or you did at the time, and she told us Lyndon B. Johnson. And I'm like, Grandma, he was president when I was born in 1965. And she said, "That's right." And I'm looking at her, but I'm here, and it was like the mindset was amazing. But anyway, back to what you were talking about.
There don't seem to be any drugs or medicines that actually work to help it.
There is actually one thing that actually prolongs it. It's Aricept. I know that because my grandmother was on it, and I actually have read up a lot about it. And what it does is it makes it so that it's I guess not so bad. But the only thing is that there are so many other side effects.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of these drugs.
That it starts taking care of one issue, but it's creating 17 more. Mm-hmm. And so, that was a very big problem. My grandmother was on it, and then it was really helping her memory, but it was creating so many other issues that were going to kill her faster,
Mm-hmm.
so.
And they don't really know what happens or why it happens that people lose their memory. But there's been a couple of studies about trans fats, and you already know that consuming foods that have trans fats, it's bad for your waistline.
It's bad for everything.
It's bad for everything, and your overall health. And there's more. This study was presented at the Scientific Sessions in 2014 meeting at the American Heart Association in Chicago, and it revealed that the more trans fats you eat, the less you can remember.
Oh my God.
So
basically then what you're saying is, and I don't want to mention names, so I won't do that, but these fast food restaurants that people eat, from,
yes,
and they're loaded with trans fats.
Yes.
Loaded. So that might be why you're having such a foggy experience and why you're creating so many issues with your mindset and your memory.
Yes,
because of the trans fat.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of restaurants that they'll deep fry their foods in oils that are
trans fat. Yeah.
Yeah, and they use it over and over and over again because it's called a fake fat because it's cheap.
Oh my gosh.
So.
So all those delicious French fries that everybody always eats. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
There are great ways of making delicious French fries at home, by the way.
Oh, I spray them with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and put them in the oven.
You can put them in the oven, exactly, and bake them. And
I don't buy French crinkle cuts in the bag. I get a potato.
No. You make your own. You take your
I
potato.
have this gizmo from when was my mother's when I was a child. You stick the potato in there, you pull the handle, and
out come the fries. Yeah.
Skin
and you can
and
do
all.
it. The cool thing is that of course you can do it with white potatoes, but you can do it with the purple ones and the sweet potatoes and the yams. And
I
make
love those purple potatoes.
I know they're so good, aren't they?
And the white sweet potatoes.
I know they're
my
so
favorite.
good. Mine too. But you can just make French fries out of those, and that's incredible. A little salt, a little pepper, and you know how sometimes at the beach, they put the vinegar on. It's delicious.
That's how you eat a French fry.
Yeah.
Salt, vinegar, and I like a little bit of
cayenne. A little cayenne, maybe?
Just a little with brown mustard.
Oh, yeah. And also, my mustard, my horseradish mustard.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that delicious?
That was homemade.
Yes, I know. Hello.
Yeah.
My girlfriend made it. Yeah.
And it was good.
We deemed it nice mustard. We call it nice mustard.
Nice mustard. It was cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to the Alzheimer's.
Uh-huh.
And, that the stuff with the trans fat, those oils are being linked to memory loss in younger men.
Younger men, or
Younger.
not even, it doesn't say anything about women?
Well, they make the memory worse in young and middle-aged men.
Wow.
So when they're young,
you better stay away from these trans fats, you.
I don't.
I know you
eat
don't.
garbage food.
I know you
know
don't.
that. I don't
Of
eat garbage
course,
food.
I know.
In fact, I can't remember the last time I was at a fast food restaurant.
I know. And you know what the thing is that sometimes you see a commercial and your mouth starts to water. You know, especially,
Like for
I'm not
the-
going to say what it is, but I'm going to just say a couple. 2 whole beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Sometimes you see that and you're like,
You crave it.
yeah, I can't even remember the last time I tasted that. And
Yeah.
and it's so delicious. But then I say to myself, nothing tastes as good as thin feels. And I wipe that out of my head. Although I wouldn't mind having a bite of one of those. Just one little bite.
Just one little bite. Every once in a while, I do succumb. And now it's been a couple of years because I know that if I eat one of those, must be
It's going to be a bad day.
it will make me nauseous.
Do me a favor. Next time you succumb, let me know so that I can at least
You
have
have
a
a bite
bite.
of it?
I would like a bite because I'm not going to buy one for a bite. But yeah, I would love a bite.
Well, all of that junk that we're talking about, that people eat, and they eat a lot of it because the country is just filled with all of these places, and much of the food is all carbohydrate.
Yes. And carbohydrates, though, I mean, they have a really bad name. Carbohydrates are good for you in moderation and depending on the carbohydrate.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? So, like, they have a bad
Simple
name.
versus
Stay
complex.
away from carbs. But you know what? Carbs are important. Everything is important.
They are our first energy source.
Exactly. But regardless, everything is important in moderation and depending, on what you actually eat, because let's face it. I mean, I know that sesame seed bun, not the best thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad carb.
Yes.
Don't eat that.
Well, the carbohydrates actually it's an energy source for brain cells. And
we all need brain cells.
my brain, my second favorite organ. Is
Yeah,
that
it's
what
your
I-
second favorite organ.
Yes,
That's
it
what
is.
you always say.
Yes.
Yes.
My,
But why don't you
know-
tell everybody what your first one is? Because come on, give it to them. Let them know.
My antique Wurlitzer.
You know what? My favorite first organ of yours is your heart.
Oh,
Because you have a nice big heart. Look at him smiling. You can't see this right now, but he's beaming. He's so excited. He's smiling.
getting back to to Alzheimer's, because I don't want to forget what you just said.
Uh-huh.
But an alternative energy source for the brain cells are fats, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Fats.
That is true.
Fats are known as ketones.
Yes. And that's why when we go into ketosis, when we're not having the right amount of everything in our body, in our system, we go into ketosis and it starts burning fat in your body, but it's really not good for you. And it's not
Well,
really good for your brain.
Now, let me actually, you're wrong.
Oh, do share. I
share.
love when you tell me I'm wrong.
Now, you're right. When the body is deprived of carbohydrates, it naturally produces ketones because the carbohydrate is the body's first fuel. And when there are no carbohydrates, the body will start to burn its fat. Now, may be bad in some cases, but if you have Alzheimer's,
It's good.
this is good. And I'm going to,
Wow.
yes, because the hard part about not eating carbohydrates and eating only the protein is that most people can't cut carbohydrates out of their body altogether, because there's carbohydrates in everything.
Yes. Vegetables, fruit, natural things that I would think your body needs for fuel.
Right. Well, these ketones, which are created by the body, they protect us against Alzheimer's and may also reverse the symptoms.
Well, now that's a very good find. That's a very good find. So that is basically, that's for people, though, who have this disease.
Well, not only that disease.
Okay.
This is also a potential treatment for Parkinson's,
Wow.
Huntington's,
Okay, so this is good for people with disease.
and
then?
type 2 diabetes.
Yes, actually, I did know that.
You knew that, right?
I did know that because my mother has diabetes. And I know that The doctors don't want her to have anything refined. They don't want her to have, they really want her to basically stay away from carbohydrates in general, with the exception of leafy green vegetables. They do want her to have that. They don't want her to have fruit. They don't want her to have anything that could possibly break down into sugar.
Well,
But she doesn't follow direction.
no, it bugs me when people don't follow direction.
She doesn't follow direction.
Yeah, you want to help them. You give them a simple solution, and they just.
You know, I understand what you're saying, and to them, though, it's not really a simple solution, because a lot of people have a lot of issues, and they have food. Food is something that helps emotionally. When something is triggered, you know, they immediately go for something that makes them feel good, like a bagel,
Food.
like a bagel,
What about a bigali
or a bialy. A bialy. Bialys remind me of my grandmother.
in
Now,
the oven with the cream cheese all melted?
yes, exactly. You remember. I
sure
told
do.
you this story, and they make
I actually
me.
had one the other day.
Yes, I know. I brought it to you.
Oh, that's where it came from. I couldn't quite remember. I'm eating too many carbohydrates. I
I
didn't
will
remember
bring you
how it
one
got,
again.
how
I'm
it
going to
got
tell
me.
you that. Unless we go to New York,
Sure,
we're
make
not
me
having
fat
it.
and forgetful. Thank you very
no,
much.
No, I'm not going to do that. I apologize. I was wrong. I'm so sorry that I upset you.
I forgive you.
Thanks.
Anyway, let's get back to Alzheimer's. We're kind of always all over the place here, and it appears as though when you eliminate these carbohydrates, the toxins, I'm going to call them toxins or hormones or poisons that are in your body are stored in the fat cell. So this Alzheimer hormone, it's not a hormone, I'm just calling it that. It appears as though this Alzheimer hormone is stored in the body in the fat. And when your body naturally goes into ketosis, your fat becomes your first body's fuel.
I was just going to say, your fuel. Perfect. So that's what it would burn. So that's why the mind would be clearer and less foggy, because it's not burning sugar. Oh my gosh.
So simple.
It is so simple. And I didn't even read your study. That's amazing.
That's because you're not only cute, adorable, you're smart too.
Well, thanks.
So anyway, there was this fella, his name was Mr. Newport. And what he did, he eliminated carbs completely. And then he also added coconut oil twice a day, along with eliminating his carbs. Where when he first started this, he couldn't even draw a picture of a house or a sun or a clock. Couldn't do anything. But 2 weeks after doing this coconut oil, and it has to be
Organic, cold pressed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coconut oil. Because that is a good fat.
Right. We've had a lot of conversations about coconut oil.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
So along with using this coconut oil, along with eliminating his carbs, within 2 weeks, his drawing ability improved.
But let me ask you something. When he's eliminating carbohydrates, is he eliminating all the leafy green vegetables as well, or everything?
Zero carbohydrates.
Okay, so he's strictly eating protein.
Strictly protein.
Wow. And he was...
Well, in 2 weeks, let me tell you.
He had more clarity.
In 2 weeks, after the diet and the oil, the fog was slowly lifting. After 60 days, he was alert. He was talkative. He was happy. He had more focus, more concentration, was able to stay on a task, and he kept taking the same amount of coconut oil and eliminating the carbs each day, and the dementia continued to reverse.
That's amazing. See, now that's wonderful, and that's a fabulous thing. But you see, that's good for that.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know?
Now, and nobody's saying that he should not, eliminate the what the doctors tell him to do. You certainly don't want to do that. But these medications don't work anyway, as we all know.
Yeah,
They don't work.
Well, they actually, some of them do work. They just create so many other issues that, it's unbelievable. I mean, that's the thing. And the fear is sometimes you need to be on a medication that can create other issues, but you have to take care of the issue that you have.
Well,
and so that's a scary thing.
That's right. Well, we are no doctors. We only read the reports and talk about them. So this might be something that you could try, eliminating all carb and do it for 90
if
days.
You have a memory issue, people.
Yeah, or not you, because you wouldn't be comprehending this.
Exactly, but that's
this broadcast.
The people that.
But if you have a loved one
that has this might be some great information. And what you can do, if you'd like, you can reach out to us at trendradio920@gmail.com, and we'd be happy to send you any of this information, studies, anything that you would absolutely need, and of course, bring it to your doctor. So this way, they can help you.
Absolutely. And I was actually talking to a friend of mine who has a Alzheimer victim in their family, and they are trying this. So we're going to find out firsthand if it really works.
That sounds wonderful.
I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick, and here she is.
Got flat hair? Want to blow it up? Squeeze and tease. You're volumized. Now it's supersized. Say hello to beautiful.
Want your beauty question answered on the air? Email us now from AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did.
And now for the fun facts on finance.
From a feminine point of view, our very own Dina Cobran
of DC Alexander Wealth Management.
Good morning, Dina. How
Good morning,
are you?
Dina.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
We are fabulous, as always.
Great.
So, Dina, let's just talk quickly because it is the 18th of April and it's after you're supposed to file your taxes. So why don't you give everybody a little bit of something on that?
Well, let's hope everybody got them filed on time. If not, obviously, they can still file for an extension. And let's hope people contributed to their retirement plans.
Oh, I hope so.
Because if not, now they have to start planning for next year, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So let's talk about some of the types of retirement plans that they could be contributing to if they're not already.
I hear there's a new one called MyRA.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually.
what is that?
Yeah, that's actually really, really interesting. The government started something. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, the government's involved in something, we don't want to do it. But it's actually a really good plan that for employees that are not able to contribute to a plan in their work space, that they can get the employee to just take it as an automatic deduction right from their pay.
Well, how would that work?
So a letter needs to be signed by the employer and agreed to make those deposits for each employee. And they can do it for as little as probably $5, $10, $20 per pay. And the beauty of this is the money's guaranteed, not to go down in value. So they say that there's a history of about 3.39% on average for the last 10 years. And then at some point when the money accumulates, they can always move it to their own Roth IRA.
Wow. So this, no matter what, that's guaranteed. So nobody would have any worries and they can put as little or as much as they want?
Right, exactly. I mean, well, not as much. I mean, there is a maximum of the Roth IRA limits,
Okay.
which is the $5,500, or if you're over 50, $6,500.
Okay.
And it doesn't replace any of their employer plans that they're already in, but it is a good avenue, I think, for people who maybe don't have that much money to start with, because a lot of fund companies don't let you start a fund for less than $1,000. But here now we can get all of our young people, especially, to start doing something even on a small scale.
Now, this is guaranteed 3.5%, you said?
No, it does. It has done an average of a 3.39 for the last 10 years. It's not guaranteed any exact dollar amount, but that's what they're saying the average has been.
Who chooses the vehicles and where the money is going? Is it the government that's choosing, or do you have choices of where you can put the money?
Okay, so when you put into a MyRA, which is definitely through the government, you don't have a choice. It's basically just a money market that's earning over 3%. So at least it's keeping up with inflation. We obviously don't want people to keep this money there forever, but at least in the building stage, I think it's a really good source for them.
Are there penalties if you want to take it out or move it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be the same penalties if they take it out before 59.5, because it is supposed to be for retirement. But it does act like a Roth IRA. It's the exact same rules as a Roth IRA. And
Okay, so they can withdraw.
they can, and it'll be tax-free growth, tax-free withdrawals. And again, they can put it into their own Roth IRA once it accumulates to enough money where they could invest it in anything they want. But then they'll, of course, have volatility with any other investments if they move it out, where this one is no volatility on the downside at all. They'll never lose money.
That's awesome. So how would somebody get started then with MyRA?
So what they need to do is they need to go onto the website called myra.treasury.gov, and they need to open up an account by submitting a direct deposit authorization form to their employer, and then they would set it up online, basically, and they can track their savings and everything else.
And you can open this up with $20,
Yes.
$5.
Absolutely. That's what's so great
$7?
about it. Yep.
Wow.
And
That
email.
is awesome. Oh, Dina, why don't you give people your website so they can get in touch with you and work on this too?
All right. So my website is dc-alexander.com.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Speak to you soon.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Next Financial Group Incorporated, member FINRA/SIPC. DC Alexander Wealth Management is not an affiliate of Next Financial Group Incorporated. 2346 Route 33, Suite 307, Robbinsville, New Jersey 08691. Phone number 609-945-7330.
I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got lips? Want that perfect pout? Find the hue that's right for you. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Shape, stain, and shimmer. Same shade. Say hello to beautiful.
Email us now from AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212.
You'll be glad you did. If you're joining us just now, your favorite salon is now your favorite radio show.
We make you healthier, wealthier, and sexier every time you listen.
Tune in to us. I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise. We are Trend Radio.
Did you ever hear of prolotherapy?
What?
Prolotherapy.
What is prolotherapy?
Prolotherapy. It's short-term hurt for long-run relief.
Wait. I want to hear that again.
Okay. It's for sore knees.
What are you doing down on your knees, you?
Well, I'm not doing anything down on my knees. But what it is, it's when your knees kind of hurt a lot. This is kind of
knees can sometimes hurt just because, but I'm thinking you're talking about something else.
Well, with prolotherapy, a technician or doctor typically injects a sugar solution in and around your aching joints.
A sugar solution?
It's sugar water.
Really?
Yes.
And how does that benefit your knees?
Well, what it does is that sugar water triggers local inflammation around your knee. Yes. And what it does is it attracts growth factors that heal the damaged tissue around the knee or the joint.
I can understand that because sugar attracts growth. That's why, oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, it makes sense for tendon tears because tendons have some regenerative abilities. At least so says Thomas Best, MD and PhD. He's chairman of sports medicine at Ohio State University.
Wow. That is really awesome.
Mm-hmm. People who get this, I guess it's 3 to 5 monthly treatments, say that they get a 25% improvement in their knee stiffness and pain.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then they can get back on their knees.
Yeah. Yes. So at least the effect is temporary.
Well, everything is temporary, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Prolotherapy will not repair deteriorating cartilage.
Okay.
Cartilage doesn't repair itself. You know that.
Yes, but there's definitely wonderful over-the-counter vitamins and stuff, you know, that kind of thing for repairing the cartilage.
Yeah, like the conjointin and glucosamine
Glucosamine and conjointin. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah. And the prolotherapy is actually best for pain management, you know, until you can reach a more lasting solution.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Wow, listen to you. You're all just up there in the knowledge.
And
very cool.
Most people who have problems with their knees are, you know, overweight or need knee replacement.
Yes, and then there are some people, you know, athletes. They twist and turn and they're constantly putting all of their weight on their knees.
Skiers?
Yeah, all kinds, yeah.
Yeah, I stopped
Runners.
skiing because I just recently stopped skiing. I love skiing, but I'm seeing a lot of our clients go on these ski trips and coming back on crutches.
With boots.
Big old boots.
Yeah, that could kind of put you out for a while.
Yeah. And, you know, the insurance doesn't cover this treatment.
Oh, really? Why not?
Because they
Was it not FDA approved?
They don't recognize it as a treatment.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's helping.
But it is helping. But it is a little pricey. It's about $104 per injection.
And how many injections do they think you need?
You probably like 5 monthly treatments.
So basically once a month for 5 months. So it's like about $104, $105 each time. Well, I would think
so
that
under $1,000.
For about $500-ish, if prolotherapy works, I would think that that's not a horrible amount of money to pay. $100 for a month.
You know, and I would supplement that with the glucosamine and conjointin.
Sure, I would too. Exactly. Look, I'm not spending anybody's money, but you know, the truth of the matter is that that's pretty minimal, because if you think about it, most people do have a copay anyway when they see a doctor, and it's anywhere from, you know, $25 to $50. So if they're going to have their prolotherapy, it is a little bit more, but think about it. What if you had to go to the doctor 4 times a month for therapy? You know, this is the same thing. Just saying. Just saying.
So,
and what?
You know, I was watching Dr. Oz on his. I love his.
I know
his
you
show.
love him, yeah.
And he was talking about knee pain, and I hate to admit it, but I do this. He said, if you have knee pain, he said typically your kneecap.
I know what you're going to say.
I know you know.
Oh.
Typically, your kneecap will kind of misplace itself, or you know,
lock up.
So what you do is you go to the local store and you buy yourself a mini toilet plunger.
I know, the little sink one.
Yeah, don't use the one behind your toilet.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
And you suction cup your knee and pop it out, and what it does is it lifts your kneecap and gently puts it back where it's supposed to be.
And I have to just tell you something. I thankfully have never had that problem. My knees are as strong as could be. But
that's because you're probably never down on your knees. Did I just say that?
You did.
I said it. I said it.
You went there, and you're going to be in just tremendous trouble in a few minutes.
Yeah,
but,
it's a Jewish girl thing.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what? Oh my God. And Stu, stop laughing over there. Okay? Back to the knee plunger. I've watched him do it. It actually does really work. I've watched him sit on his couch and plunge his knee and put back his displaced kneecap.
What color is your ceiling?
It's not beige.
Need a salon that's about the whole you? Precision haircuts, flawless makeup, impeccable nails, top-rated professional hair products. Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a hairstylist who has his finger on the pulse of all the latest trends? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a dependable salon with over 35 years in the industry? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for New York City and internationally trained stylists that will create the perfect look for you? Anthony Vincent Salon. Shine brightly while walking down the aisle. Anthony Vincent Salon. Salon. For longer, thicker, beautiful hair extensions, Anthony Vincent Salon. Incredible makeup applications for weddings, proms, or any special occasions. Anthony Vincent Salon. Have dry, brittle summer hair? Get a hot shot. Anthony Vincent Salon. Before you put a ring on it, manicure it. Anthony Vincent Salon. Your image is their specialty. For the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Anthony Vincent Salon. For a more beautiful you, call now 609-448-2212 and follow them on Twitter.
Have you ever been in like a really foul mood?
I was this morning.
Crappy, moody. Oh, I didn't
was
notice.
this morning.
Really? I didn't notice.
Yeah, really? You didn't?
No.
Because I know that you did because you hung up on me. I know you know. So, yeah.
Did you know that there are foods that can change your mood?
I do, and I can't wait to eat them because, sometimes when I'm with you,
eat them either.
Sometimes when I'm with you, I need to have mood-enhancing foods.
Whether you're angry, stressed, or just on edge.
I'm all of these right now, so yeah, tell me.
Well, reach for the right snack, and it will change your day.
Okay, so let's talk about being agitated, okay? What would you give me for being agitated? Come on.
Vodka.
Yeah, no. No vodka.
What's that drug that all the pill that all the girls take?
Why are you talking about drugs? We're talking about mood foods.
Because I'm a product. I was born in the 80s.
Yeah,
and it was all about drugs.
Okay, and that was in the 70s, though.
Yeah.
The drugs in the 60s. Yeah, the 80s, too. So what would you give me for being agitated?
Well, for agitated, okay, your mind is like a motor. It even when it's time for bed, tart cherry juice might help.
I love cherries. What about if you just eat the cherries? Will that help?
That's fine. In a recent study, 8 ounces of the cherries or juice in the morning and before bedtime proved to be an effective sleep aid in adults.
Okay, a sleep aid or helps with agitation?
Well, what it does, the cherries are high in melatonin.
Right.
That's the hormone that initiates your sleep.
It levels you.
It levels you out. Yes, it does.
I do actually eat a lot of cherries, as you know, because I love them.
But they're chocolate covered.
No, not all the time.
Okay.
I eat fresh cherries. You know that. You take them. So you know that.
These different foods all have a noticeable effect on our moods, but it's more than just dessert or happiness. It's chemical.
I know, but I'm typically not agitated, so that's because unless I'm
What?
with you for too long a period of time.
Oh, okay. Let's clarify that.
You don't seem to realize, okay? You
Come on, I'm a peach.
Okay. What does a peach do then if you eat a peach?
Just a little fuzzy.
Okay. So how about if you're anxious? What do you want to eat if you're anxious?
Well, okay. Well, you can get some of those laid back vibes by snacking on Brazil nuts.
Yeah, I actually heard that.
Yeah, Brazil nuts are loaded with selenium.
Yeah, that's actually excellent for you.
Yeah. You know what selenium is, right?
Absolutely. It levels your anxiety too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a...
you should eat them on a regular basis anyway. They're excellent for you.
Mm-hmm. That it's a trace mineral, selenium, that plays a really important part in our brain.
Yeah, with depression also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Several studies have shown that low levels of the selenium lead to increased anxiety and depression.
Yes. Yes, that is the truth. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do for the stressed individual?
Well, what we eat releases these neurotransmitters and hormones. So, everything that we feel, can be some type of food. It can help it, for stress. There are foods that actually reduce it. They keep it from developing in the first place.
Like what?
Well, we were just talking about this the other day, and it's something that I never, ever liked, but now I can't get enough of.
Like what?
Vitamin C rich bell peppers.
Oh my gosh, I eat peppers all the time.
Yeah, they're always in the refrigerator.
Yeah,
one of the-
I leave them in the refrigerator all the time, cut up.
and I eat them all the time.
I know, and you should, because they're awesome for you.
Oh, yeah, they really are.
They're awesome for you.
Yeah, that and citrus fruits. They actually contribute to the lower levels of cortisol.
Have you ever eaten a pomelo?
I have not.
Oh my God, I'm bringing you pomelo. Pomelo is like a really huge grapefruit. And it's like, I can't explain it. It's really pink and really sweet and tangy.
Oh, sounds like I like it already.
But it's got, it's like a really big grapefruit. And it's just awesome. And I'll bring that because it's so good.
Any seeds?
Like a grapefruit.
Oh.
But nothing horrible. I mean, I'll take the seeds out for you, okay?
Thank
the
you.
skin, so that this way when you eat the pomelo, all you're getting is the juicy pulp. How's that?
Okay. What was that lemon thing that we had this morning?
Oh, I gave you. This was really good. It was a lemon plum.
It was really good. Now, is it a lemon plum because it's crossed with a lemon or just because it's the shape and color?
It's yellow and the shape of
A lemon.
a lemon, only it is definitely a plum. It doesn't necessarily taste like a lemon, and it's not crossed with a lemon. It just looks. Oh yeah, they're not doing that. No,
'Cause, I
it
love-
wasn't the cloning thing. Or the
I
cross-pollinating.
love these cross-pollinations. Like, I love Asian and Italian girls. I like Puerto Rican and Chinese girls. These combinations are very tasty.
Nice. Always can count on Anthony. Yes, let's go on.
Well,
Let's talk about being foggy.
dazed and confused.
I know.
Kind of how we get sometimes. And when I say we, I mean the vernacular we.
Of course you do.
So I love snacking on colorful fruits.
They're excellent for you.
Pineapples, cranberries, plums. And what was that other thing called? A plumelo?
A pomelo.
A pomelo.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
but we always eat all different, berries. And we were eating, remember, the other day, just blackberries.
Oh, yeah.
They're so delicious right now.
Yeah. Those fruits are filled with antioxidants, and they
Yes.
fight off the free radicals.
Yes, they do. And they help with absolutely everything. I know that the American Cancer Society recommends that you eat continuously, deep reds and purple fruits and vegetables all the time. Berries, they're so good for you.
Yeah, they really are. So sometimes when you're feeling angry,
Yeah, like, I know
yeah,
that.
is that just part of being a woman?
You get angry.
Never. Never.
Of course you do.
I don't.
Yeah, when you hung up on me this morning, you were angry.
Oh, no, you were just talking too much.
Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean.
were.
I wasn't talking
Yes, you
too
were.
much. I was talking about something that you didn't want to hear. That's why you got angry and hung
Well,
up
that
on me.
means you were talking too much about it.
Oh boy. One of these days. To the moon. To the moon, Alice. To the moon.
Okay, Jackie. So angry, annoyed, irritated, blame your serotonin.
Okay.
Yeah, decreased serotonin.
Okay.
They inhabit the brain's ability to regulate anger. So that's what I'm gonna carry a pill, and I'm gonna label it serotonin.
And what exactly, why would you want to have a pill?
It was a joke.
Oh,
Whenever
okay.
you get all kinds of,
Well, just give me a banana.
unbearable.
Just give me a banana.
Okay, that's right. There's a lot of serotonin in a banana.
Yeah, I'll just eat a banana. Yeah, and I'll share it with you so that you don't get angry either. How's that?
That sounds good. Now, mood killers. These are things to avoid if you want to feel good.
Okay. What is that?
Well,
What do you avoid?
These are the things that you should avoid. Refined sugar.
Absolutely.
Yep. Gives you a quick jolt of energy, but it doesn't last. When your blood sugar levels crash, then you'll be left feeling irritated and exhausted.
Well, this is something that we always talk about. Water, water, water. Make sure you continuously drink because you don't want to dehydrate. When you dehydrate, mood killer.
That's right. According to a study in the Journal of Nutrition, being just over 1% below optimal hydration levels, it can result in headaches, loss of focus, and fatigue. So guys, your wife isn't in the mood? Give her a bottle of water. And trans fats. We were just talking about them.
We were. We absolutely were. Stay away from the trans fats.
According to a recent study, eating trans fats may have a significant link to greater aggression and irritability, and of course, Alzheimer's.
Absolutely. Stay away from it.
I'm Anthony Vincent of Anthony Vincent Salon. Time for another fun and fabulous beauty tip with our tip chick. And here she is.
Got chemistry? Is your salon consistent, happy, edgy, magical, impeccable, satisfying, trendy? Are you ready for anything? Say hello to beautiful.
Remember, for the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Call us now at 609-448-2212. You'll be glad you did.
Is your juice full of crap?
No, but sometimes I think you are.
Oh.
But sometimes, I mean, I imagine some juices could be. The juices that I drink aren't, though. And the reason is because I mostly make them myself in my NutriBullet. But I do buy them sometimes too, and I just know what to look for.
Ah, well, there's where the problem lies. Fruit drink companies aren't always 100% straightforward about what their product really contains.
So when they say it's 100% juice,
they
could be lying?
Oh, no, it's 100% juice, but they don't tell you what it don't contain.
Well, what does that mean, mister?
Well, juice, just behind coffee and cold cereal, fruit juice is third on the list of the average American most consumed breakfast.
Wow, that's amazing. You know, you're so serious sometimes. You're saying this and you're just pointing your little finger and you've got this look on your face. You should see him, everybody.
I'm passionate.
So basically then you're saying that we shouldn't buy juice?
No, didn't say that. What I'm saying is there's some real manipulation about the product labeling in the juice industry.
Oh my gosh. You're really getting a little hyperactive here. I think you need a cherry or something.
I need something.
Yeah. Okay.
The labels lie.
Okay, we won't buy juice, okay? Let's not buy juice. I'll make it. I'll make the juice.
All right, listen. If the package is showing pictures of pomegranates, berries, and other superfruits, take a closer look. Now, yes, these fruits are inside the bottle, but maybe not in the amounts you think.
Oh, so they're using filler juice? They're doing the pomegranate and the blueberry and the, tangerine, and then they're filling it up with something else? And they're not saying that it's being filled up with something else?
Well, they are.
What are they? Oh, you just don't know what it is. But, here's the thing. I have to just say this one thing. When you can't pronounce it, don't drink it or buy it or eat it. If you can't pronounce it, there's a reason you can't pronounce it. It's not a word.
A lot of these beverage companies, boast, exotic fruits are, and we've got the pomegranates and we've got the anti-inflammatory and the this and the that. But actually, these exotic fruits are cut with much less expensive juices like white grape juice, apple, or pear.
Is there something wrong with those juices? Because I like those juices too.
No, it's nothing wrong with those juices. Those are good. In fact, I love pear juice. It is the practice of putting the pomegranate and the berry and the pomegranate on the label when there's very little of that pomegranate.
Okay, so basically it's 10% of the superfruit juices and then 90% of, say, like the apple juice to fill it in and to flavor it.
Oh, no.
It's even worse. That's depressing.
The Minute Maid pomegranate blueberry drink had only 0.3% and 0.2% of those two juices.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding? And then what was the rest?
No. Well, it was white grape, apple, or pear juice.
Or
a combination of all of them. In fact, Coca-Cola is fighting a suit right now, and it was brought up by the Palm Wonderful. It's the Minute Maid brand, And that particular juice, what was it called? Palm Wonderful?
Yeah.
The Minute Maid brand pomegranate blueberry drink, just like I said, only had 0.3% and 0.2%.
Now that's very upsetting because I'm just going to say this. I was out the other day and I did buy a pomegranate drink. And I really, that is so upsetting. It's $7 for this juice that I was really thinking was 100% pomegranate juice.
Yeah, read the label.
I usually do, and I was grabbing and I was going and I was moving quickly and I just felt like I needed some antioxidants.
Yeah.
And so I bought it. And typically, again, I have to say, I make a lot of my own juices, but I am out sometimes and I need something. Wow. That's upsetting.
Yeah. And, it's all on the label. So what you got to do is you just make sure that the fruit juice that you really want to drink is high up on that ingredient list.
So it's like buyer beware.
Yes.
Yes.
And ideally, if you want pomegranate juice, pomegranate should be the first ingredient.
Of course, right.
And all you got to do is scan through that label. But you got to look for phrases such as flavored with.
Oh.
Yeah. That label indicates low levels of the advertised fruit.
Oh, okay.
So,
see, this is very, very, very informative.
it all has to do with politics.
Yeah. What a shame.
Mm-hmm,
what a shame.
Now, bottles bearing the antioxidant like vitamin A and vitamin C or E or fiber rich, they may include those nutrients, kind of. The juice manufacturers can add these individual nutrients during the processing, but doctoring the drink may give it specific health-enhancing properties, and these benefits aren't as comprehensive as the heart-healthy whole fruits and vegetables.
Okay, everybody, you heard it here, Trend Radio. You heard it. Drink juice and be careful.
Right. Make sure it's high in pulp, because the pulp juices have more nutrients than the no pulp juices.
I love pulp.
You've been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot and what's not every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Learn and laugh with us anytime, any place. Go right to our website, AnthonyVincentSalon.com. Click away and listen today.
And if you have a topic of interest that you want us to talk about, or you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us now at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did.
Remember, your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card.
And how you make people feel becomes your trademark.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.